Hi everybody. My goodness, we're on here with Charli girl. We haven't seen her in a bit. Well, maybe she's not too far back in the videos. I can't really remember, but it's definitely timeline-wise been quite a while. She has been in this sleeper for, I want to say a couple of months now. I haven't done a lot with the dolls, and at the same time, I just absolutely love her in this outfit, in this sleeper, and I don't know, I really could leave her in it. And so I'm going to put her in something else because it is summer. Summer is rapidly fading, and I want to put this little knit piece on her that's in her color. This was a handmade piece from a clothier. Anyway, she makes these clothes in Russia. And this was a gift from her with my order, and yellow is one of Charli's best colors. So I'm going to put her in that. She may end up back in the sleeper before too long though. So, and then we'll just chat a little bit. The doll world has been a little crazy for me lately. Nothing has really changed in the sense that I'm still doll crazy and go through phases, of course, and literally went from thinking maybe I will just sell most or all of my dolls and like not really doing anything with them and just be like stop being neurotic about it, and then right back to just buying dolls. Loving dolls, buying dolls. You're a Charli girl. So I had actually there's a sculpt that I had in my collection that I sold for another doll, but knew that I would eventually want the sculpt back, and so I have another one of those coming this week. Actually, tomorrow she'll be coming out of my Dolly Reserve Fund, and then this other sculpt that I'm completely in love with, and I actually got one this week, but she had some quality issues, and I'm curious to know, have you ever had to return a doll? Because I never have, and I was really close to just keeping it and saying, oh, you know, I'll deal with it, it's okay. So the issue was that the varnish hadn't cured properly, or something had happened with it. So she had this spot on the bottom of her foot that if you ran your thumb over it was peeling up, and it looked like dirt was stuck to it. So that's a concern. It was a satin varnish, and then you have varnish peeling. That's my puppy Jack in the background squeaking his toy. And then also all of the gloss was peeling off of her nails. It was either on very thick or it was already mostly peeled, you know, like it was lifted and peeling off. So I actually was like, well, you know, she offered I could send it back and she would revarnish the doll and everything, and I was thinking about it, and at the price that I paid to have those issues, and I made the decision, and she offered to just refund the doll, and I just decided to like call it even, with the encouragement of my really good friend here in the community that's experienced it before, something like that before, and the frustration or the regret of not acting on it. And the artist was lovely about it and just really addressed it. No problem. She's going to make some adjustments to the supplies that she uses too. And so that was really disappointing, but it was also really awkward to deal with because, and I think that a lot of us are so hyper conscious. I love her. I think a lot of us are so conscious of not being like a pain in the butt customer that maybe sometimes we may be apt to shoot ourselves in the foot a little bit by being a little too accepting or agreeable. Or that's at least what I thought, you know, I found my tendency being. But I found another doll of the same sculpt, and she's coming on Friday. So, and both of these dolls could go either way in gender. But I feel like I really know which way I want them to go based on like clothing that I have and just kind of like the overall feel that I have for the sculpt, but we'll see. The other thing is like WTF with this whole addiction, or it's not I don't know, I don't want to call it an addiction only because I don't want to label that for anybody else. You know, I feel like it's a very conscious, healthy hobby, like for most people, and you know, it's a positive thing in their lives, in our lives, and it's an enjoyable thing, and dang it, we should have joy in life just for the sake of joy, just because we think we love something and think it's cute, like why not, right? Why not just enjoy that? Everything doesn't have to have a deep meaning. And you know, I've mentioned before, money doesn't just like burn up and disappear off the world market just because it goes to, you know, somebody for a single item. That money's in circulation, and it's just like spending it on other things. So, you know, it's just, I don't agree with people freaking out about people spending a lot of money on dolls. It's like, that money's in circulation. But does anybody else ever have those moments where they're like, what is this for? Like, what am I going to do with these dolls? Because right now, my numbers are high. I hate selling. I have an unbelievable doll from my collection, from my dream artist, who's a prototype and master artist that's like really stunning piece of art. But when I start thinking about, well, if I'm going to sell, who am I going to sell? This sculpt is not my favorite. And I hate selling. It's frustrating, and you know, I just don't have the energy to put into it, and plus then the regret about it. But you just, like, I don't have space for a zillion dolls. I know this topic has been talked to death, but then I think, like, what exactly am I doing with these dolls? They sit there, but then I look at them and I'm just like, I just love to have them, but it never stops. And I really like, it would be so awesome to have a really strong bond with one doll and like just have that be ongoing. I think my strongest bond is with Charli. I think that's obvious to everybody. But there's so much beautiful artwork out there and so many different styles and all the same thing. I mean, I know we've talked this to death, so, but it's like a mood swing. You can go from I'm done with the whole thing to I need all of the babies. So it's just really weird. But I'm super excited about the 2 sculpts that are coming this week, and I believe that I'm going to love the artwork on them. I guess I'll be selling if I don't, but I think that I will. So I'll be for sure on here with box openings. Like I said, one is in my area at the local distribution center, should be on, arriving at my local post office tonight, so that doll should be here tomorrow. And then the other one is scheduled for delivery on Friday. It's doing that thing where it's like in the USPS network and it's scheduled to be delivered on time. They've stopped updating it, but I'm not concerned about it. So I'll be online sharing those and thinking about maybe getting some, I'm thinking about either getting more of those little storage boxes and the organic unbleached muslin blankets to store the dolls when I'm not displaying, and maybe doing like a baby of the week thing where I really enjoy one at a time and feature one at a time, or getting a bookshelf for my living room and more of the baskets that I display a couple of the babies in, and keeping them on that shelf. Because right now my bed, my walk-in closet is basically like the perimeter is lined with baskets and these cute little miniature beds that I got for my birthday. with the dolls in them. So I can't, there's no more room for any more there, but we'll be figuring that out too. So what do you think about her in this outfit? I think she looks so cute. See if you can get a good look at her eye color if I go a little close. I know the color likes to go weird. See those eyes? She has the most personality. Yeah, the color's going wonky. But anyway, there's Charli. I think she's probably the most people favor her over any of the other dolls in my collection. And there's just something about her. I sold her once to a really good friend who was really nice enough to sell her back to me. And so she's here to stay. We'll be off for the evening now to go eat some food, which is my favorite part of the day. So thanks for stopping by. We're sending out lots of love to you guys, and we should be back on tomorrow with a box opening. Sending out lots of love. Bye for now.